couldn't remember what happened the night Ryan died. And now that seems to be all I can remember. Not everything, but it'll come.
And when it does, you'll remember that I was there.
It was you. You were the fourth person.
I think you know, Rachel.
Did you kill Ryan?
I heard this weather update, and this huge ice storm has settled over the whole Great Lakes region.
I love it when you talk frontal systems. It makes me wish we were all curled up in bed.
Well, this ought to keep you warm.
Not as much as you do.
Now, don't fret, darling. I had that marriage agreement that the Duchess coerced me into signing, looked at by a lawyer friend of a friend. And he said that it was as full of holes as a slice of Jarlsberg. So... Now, you're not terribly disappointed, are you, love?
What?
About not becoming royalty.
No. Who needs royalty? When I get married, all I want to do is be as happy as that.
I can't believe he actually did this.
I have no regrets.
We made love. Now, we can't ever let this happen again. Okay? Okay. Here.
Thank you.
Why don't you try the car engine again? Let's see if it starts.
Let's just get a little heat going here to give it time to warm up. It's a good thing that we're only a few miles from the farm.
I can't go to the farm. Not after what just happened. No, you're going to have to take me home.
Oh, Felicia, come on. I can't take you back to town. We'd never make it.
What's Charlene going to think when we come waltzing in at this hour after being alone all night together?
We'll tell her the truth.
The truth?
Yes, we got stuck on the road in the car. Felicia, come on. We have to get to someplace warm, someplace safe.
Well, it is not the farm. No, John, come on. When we walk in, Charlene will know.
I just had this feeling that he'd been keeping something from me for weeks.
Like I said, Mama, you guys are going through a lot right now, you know? The stress of the malpractice suit, John's suspension. Mama, you just
secrets
told the
are
farm.
so dangerous. They're just so dangerous, Josie.
Mama.
They ruin relationships. They do nothing but hurt people.
You and John can work this out.
If he would tell me the truth, then at least we'd have a chance.
What if the truth hurts even more?
You know something.
Not really.
I can see it in your eyes. You know the truth about John, Josie.
Answer me, did you kill Ryan?
Rachel, there you are. Maggie sent me on a wild goose chase. I think she's had a little too much eggnog. Am I interrupting again?
No, of course not.
Good, because Kirkland misses Theodore.
Theodore.
He's Teddy.
Yeah, it's Teddy Bear. He hasn't slept without him since Grant gave it to him, and I was just wondering maybe if you had another stuffed animal that was Amanda's or something, maybe we could borrow. Thanks.
We'll continue this.
Darling, A few of our more intrepid guests are talking about braving the elements and heading for home.
Well, I hope they brought ice skates.
I'll see they stay.
You, perhaps, should say goodnight, Grant.
Kicking me out into the cold, huh?
Oh, I don't think you'll have any trouble. 4 brand new tires on your car, eh? That's clever. I mean, that's what you call covering your tracks, isn't it? So that no one would ever know that you were at the train depot. Well, I know. Good night, Grant. Drive carefully and do check your rear view mirror.
Tell me, Cass, dear, have you spoken to that client of yours, that poor mother who lost her son? What's her name? What?
Laurie Michaels.
Laurie Michaels, of course. I have never seen a client so attached to their lawyer.
Oh, I can think of one other client right off the bat.
You know, Frankie, I mean, they were inseparable while you were away. It was hand-holding 24 hours a day. Right, Cass?
Yeah.
Have you spoke to her?
As a matter of fact, Cass spoke to Laurie this morning to wish her a Merry Christmas.
It was such a nice idea you had, Frankie.
Yes, I thought so.
Yes, and you're always so sensitive to her needs. And, how is she doing?
The judge has ordered her to undergo psychiatric treatment, so she's trying to work through the loss of her son at the state mental hospital. Is that all right with you?
Oh, the state mental... Oh, jeez, you'd think that with the settlement you negotiated, she could afford better care.
Well, actually, although I'm sure she is getting excellent care, she's decided to donate all of the money from the settlement to the Asthma Research Fund. You okay there?
All of the money?
Every last penny. Can you imagine?
No, I can't. She could have lived like a duchess. Poor woman could have been set for life.
We realize that this is impossible for you to comprehend, Cecile, but it's called charity.
Shall we?
I'm spoiled and selfish on everything of anybody but myself.
At least you're honest about it.
I'm serious. I've been so busy with my problems over Matthew, I haven't even bothered to ask about my own daughter. Now, how are you? I know the holidays are terribly rough.
Well, I've been trying to be strong for the boys, but Christmas is pretty loaded. Ryan's birthday and then the engagement. It's definitely a night I'll never forget.
Well, you're very lucky to have such a special memory.
You know something? Actually, I'm really glad we're all stranded here because I have a feeling about going home. I just really need to be with the people I love.
Boy, the roads are sheeted with ice out there, and it is cold. I don't think anybody's going anywhere tonight.
I am not leaving here until you tell me the truth.
Mama, you misunderstood. I'm a little wrapped up in my own problems,
please.
okay? I wasn't talking about
what's
John.
going on with John.
No. I didn't even mean to suggest that I know what this secret is. If John's keeping something from you at all.
You can't even look at me. I'm your mother.
You know, I have a lot of work to do. I'm sorry. I can't talk about this now.
Don't you see? Honey, I'm not afraid of being hurt. I'm not. I spent too many years running away from all the hurt that I felt after I was raped because I was so determined not to deal with the truth. So I hid it like a secret. Now, we both saw the damage that caused. You almost lost me.
Mama.
But I am stronger now. I can handle this now. Josie, you tell me what you know.
I told you I don't know anything, okay? Could you just stop this?
Josie, just come out and say it. Say it. John is having an affair, isn't he?
You have to be sick to get some attention and listen to me, all right? Now, somebody swipe my clothes. If I don't get my Italian leather jacket back by the time I say St. Nick, you're going to have one unhappy fat man on your hands.
Why are you yelling, Santa?
Hey, kid, what are you doing walking all this late?
Mom and Dad were supposed to pick me up, but they got stuck in the ice.
Oh, well, that's a tough break, no pun intended.
Why aren't you back at the North Pole?
Because the North Pole's kind of cold and lonely now.
Isn't Mrs. Claus waiting for you at home?
Mrs. Claus? No. No, Mrs. Claus doesn't... Well, Mrs. Claus doesn't live there anymore. She said she couldn't depend on me. Didn't know if I was going to make it home for Christmas dinner. I mean, you know, Mrs. Claus has got a boring life in a boring restaurant with a boring guy, but she's got a baby elf on me. I mean, I could have given her everything she ever wanted. Make every Christmas wish of hers come true, but she stopped believing in me. Can you imagine that? Someone not believing in Santa Claus? Yeah. Merry Christmas, little kid.
Ho, ho, ho.
You know, you can do this human tornado thing, which you're very good at, by the way, all you want, but the way this place opens by New Year's.
Okay, you know, you have very, very little faith. Wait and see. Joe may not know how to stack the dishes in the kitchen, so you don't have to break the pasta bowls to get to the bread plates. But I do.
Oh, yeah? Let me guess. Between being a Rockette and driving a hansom cab, you were a waitress.
Okay. You know, I have a lot of experience you don't know about.
Trying to impress me again?
All right. I may not have worked in the most famous restaurant in New York, but a kitchen's a kitchen, right? And if you can feed 4, you can feed 400. And if there was one place that Aunt Francesca improved of me being, it was in front of a stove. She said it was part of my marriage preparation.
Oh, another little tidbit of information you forgot to tell me. Getting married?
Not yet. Or maybe not ever. Except before Mama died, Aunt Franny made it a promise, and believe me, she takes it very, very seriously.
So what did she promise?
To look after me until I was married in the state of holy matrimony.
I know where that is. It's just east of Kansas, right? No, I almost totally forgot about Christmas.
And I almost forgot to be your Christmas gift.
Well, looks like we're spending the night. Rachel is assigning beds.
Good. Frankie, yes? Charlie is crying and won't stop. Okay. I think maybe I should sleep with the kids tonight. What do you think?
Okay.
Claudia, are the beds made up?
Yes, Mrs. Hutchins.
Okay, I'll tell my guests. Maggie, don't you think you've had enough punch?
Rachel, do I really have to bunk with my mother tonight? I mean, who's in my room anyway?
Cass and Frankie.
Cass, dear, may I have a word with you, please? It's urgent.
Oh, everything is urgent with you, Cecile.
Cass, this is a matter of life or death. My death.
Will you stop being such a drama queen?
Oh.
Cass.
Hey, Dana, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Have you made your New Year's resolution just yet?
I'm so happy you asked. Yes, I'm definitely, absolutely, positively getting out of the law, and I'm going to throw out all my old baggage.
Dana, you and Vicky are going to spend the night in my daughter's old room. I think you'll be very comfortable.
Thank you.
And Marshall. Grant, you and Marshall will be sharing a guest room together.
Oh, how cozy. Marshall, you'll find a pad and a pencil in the drawer by the night table, just in case Grant speaks while he's asleep. You never know. You could end up with a scoop for Brava.
Michael.
Rachel, where the heck am I going to sleep?
I'm afraid I'm out of guest rooms. The library. The couch at the library. It's really comfortable.
Okay, well, look, I'm so tired, I'll be asleep as soon as my head hits the cushion. Thanks.
Sleep well.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Well, I'll probably be pacing all night. Carl, why don't you give me a room that has an interesting ceiling to stare at?
Well, I'm afraid the Sistine Chapel is taken, Bella, and all the other guest rooms are now full. Would you be interested in a couch? Leather? In the library?
A couch?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I probably won't sleep tonight anyway. Thank you. Well, I could use a cuddle. I think I'll go up and kiss the boys goodnight. Good night.
Night, Bella.
Night. You never answered my question, Grant.
Rachel, why in God's name would I shoot my own brother? My mother murdered Ryan just as the police thought.
If you didn't kill him, why didn't you go to the police? Why did you keep quiet about it?
Because I was in shock, just as you were. And I wasn't sure of what I'd witnessed. Getting through the funeral was difficult enough, and when I called Captain McNamara to tell him I was going to make a deposition, Carl got to me first, and he was insane with rage. Now, you recall that Victoria called you up to come get him when he attempted to strangle me.
Well, maybe he had good reason.
He had no reason. Now, I fear for my life. It's in danger when I'm around that man.
Because of what you know.
Because he will never forgive me for protecting my mother. And if he found out that I was there the night Ryan was shot, he'd blame me for not preventing Ryan's death. Now, I assure you that I have every intention of going to the police to tell them of my presence at that murder site.
I think that would be a good idea.
But I want you to promise me, please, that you won't share any of this with Carl.
I'm not going to promise you anything.
Now, listen to me. He has an extremely violent nature. We both know what he's capable of.
That was in the past.
He attempted to kill me not long ago. Would you like to hand him permission to finish the job?
I have to get to my guests.
Rachel, please. You'll keep this secret, won't you?
Do with the information you've given me is my decision, and my decision alone.
Hi. I'm going up to check on Kirkland. Want to sneak a peek?
Love to.
Well, the kids are all sleeping like angels, and Miss Frankie, the biggest angel of them all, conked out in the middle of the floor.
Well, if the kids are asleep, I think I'm going to go to bed before they wake up.
Victoria, thank you for letting me spend Christmas with Stephen and Kirkland. It's made me feel like part of the family.
Sure. I think it was nice for the boys. So, Merry Christmas.
Well, Cecile, how about setting Maggie a good example and saying goodnight?
Your maternal side never rests, does it, Rachel? Oh, my. Look at this. Donna on her hands and knees. Are you practicing for all the groveling you'll have to do to get little Mattie back?
Cecile, it's past midnight. Shouldn't you be out making up a brew with your coven?
Uh-huh.
Darling, there was one other gift that I got for you, but it seems to have disappeared under the tree.
Well, I think it's in good hands. Confusing night. It's all right. Maggie, go to bed.
Harold. Yes. I thought I'd say goodnight.
Oh, dear girl, you didn't have to come all the way downstairs to say goodnight.
Yes, I did. Because I want you to know how much I love you, and if there's anything I can do to...
It's very kind of you. That's very, very kind. And perhaps I'll think of something.
Adams, car number 10 just called in another overturned vehicle out on highway number 5. Could you get back up on it?
Yeah, Tip said he was going to handle it, Captain.
Great.
Captain,
yeah.
Did you get the shower working?
Yeah, the water's running again, but wait until I give you the all clear before you reopen the locker room, right?
Why is that?
Are you questioning my orders, officer? We got accidents out there. People are stranded all over the place. Come on, let's go. Get busy.
Charlene's probably upstairs. She went to Rachel's Christmas party. You must have just missed it. All that ice on the roads for the last 2 miles. There's no way she's going to make it back from the quarries tonight. Phones are dead.
Is Louisa upstairs?
No. No, she and Tomas have already moved out.
So then the house is empty.
Nobody here but you and me.
So, what do we do now?
Well, there's nothing we can do until the road's clear. Just wait, relax.
And how we're going to relax in the wake of...
Well, I don't either. But I think I can pretend a lot better than you.
John. I mean, look at... These are all your things. This is Charlene's home, your family, your home.
Not anymore. Not since Charlene sold it.
Sorry. I wasn't thinking. Oh, so what are your plans? Where are you going to live?
We'll find a place downtown for a while.
Well, with everything that you're going to have to deal with, you know, the move and the farm and you finding work, you really don't need me in your life. I know this home means a great deal to you, doesn't it?
I was pretty upset when Charlene sold it, yes.
I bet.
But not so much because we lost this place, but because I was responsible for it.
Nobody blames you.
Felicia, after what's happened between us tonight, losing this farm, it feels even more like the end of something. The truth is, Charlene and I haven't shared a home together in quite some time.
Why do you think that?
Josie, honey, I have confided in you about my marital problems because I think that you can relate to what I'm going through. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but if there's something that you think that I should know.
I think your husband should tell you.
The same way your boyfriend should tell you his secrets. So, Josie, you know how it feels to have the person you trust, the person you love, keep something from you. You've been going through the same thing, haven't you?
No, it's a different situation.
Don't you want to know what he's been hiding? If I knew what it was, wouldn't you want me to tell you? Sweetie, listen, you talk to me. Don't talk to me like I'm your mother. You talk to me like I'm your friend. Go ahead, you talk to me. Tell me what you know, please.
The night of the gala, I saw John. You know, at least I thought it was John. You know, maybe it wasn't John. It was very dark and very...
You saw John?
Yeah. He was with another woman, and they seemed pretty tight.
I knew it. All this time, I knew it. How did he look at her?
Mama.
How did they touch?
Please.
No, I need to know. What did they say?
Why do you do this?
Just tell me. Tell me.
They said things that people say when they said things.
What?
When they're having an affair. I'm so sorry, Mama. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to have to tell you.
Who was the woman?
Mama, please don't ask me.
Who was she? Was it Felicia?
When I'm with you, you take me away to another world.
Could you check and see if there's a squad car available to take Mrs. Hudson back out to her farm? Yeah, get back to me. Thanks. By the time we get out of the locker room, I got men lined up waiting to take a shower.
And now for the latest in jailbird fashions. How's this for creativity, Captain? Mama, please don't ask me anymore.
Would you just tell me if it was Felicia?
I can't.
Mrs. Hudson, are you all right?
It's you, isn't it?
I beg your pardon?
How could you do this to Josie? She trusted you. She loved you, and look what you've done to her.
Mrs. Hudson, with a
She's my baby. How could you do this to her?
God, John. Look what I've done to you.
You didn't do anything.
Yes, I did. Of course I did. How do you
Felicia,
think
you
that?
didn't. I was the one who reached out to you. All last summer, when Charlene was gone, you were the one who comforted me. You made me laugh. I found myself during the day seeking you out so that I could get a glimpse of that beautiful smile of yours. I could tell you anything. My innermost thoughts. I was so drawn to you.
We were drawn to each other.
After Ben Michael's death, I couldn't even get in touch with Charlene. I was so angry at her. And that's where all of the pain started.
John.
You know, there was a time in my life when I was probably the most miserable human being in the world to be around, but Charlene changed that for me. She helped me change my life. We dealt with some pretty heavy stuff.
That's what people do when they love each other.
You're right. But even if she had been accessible this summer, I don't know that it's Charlene that I'd have turned to when everything fell apart at the hospital. Felicia, I needed to connect with someone. And somehow I knew that I could take all of that anger and all of that pain, and I could bring it to you, and you would somehow fix it. Just like you did tonight.
Should I ask? Oh, pretty lousy Christmas, huh?
The worst.
Hey, remember when we used to play b-ball?
Yeah. John put that crummy net up on the side of the barn.
Hey,
We were so young.
we had some good games of one-on-one.
Mom had to sell the farm now. After John's malpractice settlement, they needed the money.
I know, John told me at my mom's party. Charlene must be really upset.
We all are.
That place was such a big part of my growing up.
Our growing up.
Learned a lot about life there.
Yeah. That's where we lost our innocence.
What I wouldn't give to have that back.
Tell me about it.
You know, when we broke up, my heart was broken. Never thought I'd feel like that again.
Yeah, then you fell in love for keeps.
Right.
So why are you flying solo? Did Donna check out on you early?
Yes, she did.
Why does being with someone have to be so hard?
I have no idea.
You know, it seems the older we get, the more complicated and painful relationships get.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
And why does everything always have to get so screwed up? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you ever get over a broken heart?
Sure you do. Sure.
Oh!
Donna.
Michael.
Yeah, this is your Christmas gift right here.
Here, let me help.
You gotta be very, very careful.
What is it?
Well, you gotta open it and see, huh?
It's the,
Yeah, I thought black was your color. Now on your feet, silly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. On my feet.
All right. Best leather money can buy. Yeah, the perfect fit. Okay.
I always wanted a pair of cowboy boots.
Motorcycle boots. They're very East Village.
Yeah, that's what I said. Motorcycle boots. Great for my bike.
Hope you like them.
I do. Oh, stay. I just happen to have your gift, as luck would have it.
Oh, what's this?
Take a look. Now, you don't want to tear the envelope because...
Oh, a gift certificate. Yes.
Check
this
it
is
out.
What it is. Oh, a trip around the world. Oh, that's what I wanted. Thanks, Nick.
You have a pretty active imagination there.
Yeah, well, it got me through a totally boring adolescence.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Is Carlino's open for business?
Oh, not quite, but it will be if I have anything to do with it.
So, where's St. Joseph?
He went home to Paulina.
In the ice?
Well, he had a squad car with tire chain.
He left you here. Which is lucky for us. Yeah.
Will you guys excuse me? I have to reorganize the flatware.
So, how's it going with your sister?
Oh, you know, just hanging out.
Good. I like you on the inside here.
Yeah, you know, about our little deal, Jake. I mean, I know you wanted me to bust this place up.
Forget it, okay? Paulina's kind of getting excited about the place.
Yeah, you know, you heard Joe, you heard Paulina.
Bingo. So, why don't you fix it up, whatever gets you in tight with Sophia?
Yeah? Change of heart, man?
Well, consider it a Christmas present for my one and only.
Are those real tears or Donna Love tears?
Michael, I felt like such a fool throwing myself across the piano like that. And what for? Matthew doesn't want to have anything to do with me. I don't know how I'm ever going to face all those people again.
Hey, you're going to face all those people with the same style that you usually do. I mean, what you did tonight took a lot of guts.
You really think so?
Absolutely. I mean, to stand up in front of the whole world and admit that you love somebody, I don't think there's anything more brave than that.
If only I could just go home right now. It'd be a lot easier, I think.
Felicia, I can't leave Charlene.
I know that. Of course you can't. You have so much to deal with, both of you. And you will. You have in the past. You'll get through it.
And we have Gregory.
Yes, of course you do. I mean, I know you love your son. You'll be all right. You and Charlene will get through this.
And if we don't?
You will.
After everything that I put her through, the fallout from Ben Michael's death, the suspension from the hospital, losing the farm, and now to have her deal with my feelings for another woman.
What? It is you. I thought I was having a nightmare.
Dreaming about Frankie, were you?
You must have confused your room assignments, Cecile.
No, I didn't. I figured this way. You'd have to listen to me. Cass, this is an emergency. I know you think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. If we don't find a way out of this fiasco, well, it could be fatal.
We?
Yes. All right, here's the story. I sold some jewels through an old acquaintance to another friend who wasn't particularly happy with the quality of... All right, they were paste.
Oh, Cecile.
But if I don't close the deal and give him the money, I'm going to lose something much more important than gems.
What could be much more important to you than gems?
My life, and I've grown quite attached to it. Cass, please, darling, if I ever meant anything to you, if we ever meant anything to each other,
Cecile,
you'll do this for me. What?
Forget the seduction routine. Been there, done that.
Believe me, darling, if I had wanted to seduce you, you would have been seduced. Unlike certain mouse that you might have married, not one of her talents.
Some mice are not blind or deaf.
Hey, Frankie. Cecile, you remember where the bedroom door is, don't you? Use it, please. I think I'm about to be seduced.
Count on us. All right, Cass. That's it. I have given you every opportunity to help me. No, that's fine. This is your choice. But believe me, this is not going to be pretty.
Am I distracting you, Captain?
Only when you breathe. Not if you cover up. Yeah, Lieutenant. What can I do for you?
May I have a moment with you, sir?
Sure, Lieutenant. What is it?
Alone.
Why don't I wait for you in the holding cell?
Actually, Lieutenant, I do need to speak with you.
About what?
You should know that the prisoner has just been released. I think it's safe to say that she's probably making a beeline for Bay City even as we speak, so I have decided to transfer you to another district.
No, sir, you can't do that. That's why I came to see you. I've been running from this thing for too long. I think it's time to face it.
Are you sure about this? Gary, I have to warn you that anybody that you're close to, anybody that you care about, is in as much danger as you are right now.
Hey, Santa! You're gonna find this hard to believe, but I'm actually glad to see you, Jake. I could use a laugh.
Look in the mirror. Why aren't you home spooning with Donna?
Well, let's just say I can sympathize with the way you feel about losing Paulina.
You guys are on the outs already?
Women.
Yeah, you can't live without them.
Can't stay married to them. Herald closes down. Oh, it's a sad day when a newspaper folds. Doesn't have to. What do you have in mind?
Matt, this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Mother? I should have known this is where you'd be. You know, at first, I was bummed about giving my room up tonight. Then I thought it might be fun to have, you know, a little mother-daughter chat with you. But no, Mumsy is panting after cat.
Oh, Maggie, you're drunk.
I know what's going on here. I figured it all out. You know, the arranged marriage, the gift that you gave me that was supposed to be for someone else. Oh, all the quality time that you go on about us having and never get around to doing. You didn't even come back here for me, did you?
Maggie, stop this nonsense. Of course I did.
If you wanted me, you could have had me any time you wanted to, but you only want what you can't have. You came back for Cass.
Oh, stop that. That's not true. How dare you say that, Maggie?
Sick.
Well, that doesn't give you any reason to insult your mother.
No, I'm sick.
You really, you look terrible. Oh, Maggie. All right, darling. It's all right. Hang in there, love. Mommy's here. I'll take care of you. Come on, lovey.
Oh, thank God this party's over. Happy Christmas, love.
Happy Christmas.
Tonight on NBC, don't miss an all-new episode of Sequest 2032. Then join Jane Pauley and Stone Phillips for an all-new Dateline NBC, followed by Law and Order tonight.